like to ask one more Rockies question. I brought this up to you yesterday. I went back 2007 to 2014. 186 pitchers drafted. 8 have made it to the major leagues. How many did you think actually have accomplished anything?
I said one
Christian
or two.
Berg.
Only one or
Oh,
two.
you guys are talking about the Rockies drafting.
Rockies.
Okay.
So that's what, 8 years, 9 years?
Yeah.
8 pitchers in 9 years out of 186. That's not a very good average
No.
in anything in life. It may be in Powerball. I mean, at some point, you just talked about John Gray. He's got things to work on. Isn't that the responsibility of the managers they have at AAA and AA, pitching coaches, scouts who work with the personnel people? What are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing to help Butler overcome those?
You know what? If I had the answer, the Rockies would hire me, because the draft and development of their pitchers, I think anybody will tell you, and I think even Jeff Bridich would tell you, it has been the biggest downfall of this organization, because they figure free agents aren't going to come here to sign. Trades in any area are risky, so you can draft and develop, but they've done a bad job of it. I've got to be honest with you, Woody, I don't know why they have not been better at developing their own pitchers.
But when you
the track record's there, but I don't know the reason. I don't.
Okay, so Troy says, and you cover that team forever, but Troy goes, get rid of all those people.
Well,
and go get, the Houston Astros guys. The Houston Astros guys have started develop. Kansas City's developing. Wouldn't you go get maybe a couple of guys and pay them 3 times as much money and say, these guys are really not drafting and developing?
Well, as we well know, a lot of the Rockies family, so to speak, remains in the organization at various levels, gets bumped around. The Rockies, when they hired Steve Foster away from Kansas City, who is now the Rockies pitching coach, from all accounts, he's a pretty good hire. I know that the stats don't show it, but Dayton Moore, the GM for the Royals, was very high on Steve Foster. They did hire him away. I think that was a pretty good move. Darryl Scott, who's now the pitching coach at AAA Albuquerque, everybody I've been told thinks he is a really good teacher. Okay?
All right.
But you're talking about up and down the line from Grand Junction to Boise to Asheville to New Britain to whatever. No, there's a disconnect there, and it has not been working.